everybody, and welcome to the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya for the final TCR Unboxed episode of 2025. No less than 12 drivers come into this final round in championship contention. Don't know about you, but I'm fascinated to find out who comes on top. So, without further ado, let's hit the track. Now, of course, this wouldn't be TCR Unboxed if we didn't go a little bit behind the scenes. Seeing as we're in Spain, and we have not one, but two Spanish teams, felt like the right time to have a bit of a chat. Find out what it's like to race on home soil. Monlau Motorsports and RC2. Great teams, great insight. Roll the video.
Well, for us, the most important thing about TCR is that finally we create a way that we can provide drivers from 16 years old that just start their careers. We can form them in national series and we can race with them in a high-level European series, like is the case of the current championship that we are facing. This is clearly our way of thinking, not only about the drivers, it's as well about the mechanics, the engineers. So we are a, let's say, young team that we want to promote the talent to grow up in different categories, and now we have the perfect scenarios with TCR Spain and TCR Europe.
This is the first year of a new era of TCR Europe. What can you say about that?
What I can say is that finally we face promoters that take care of the teams. And for me, this is the most important thing. So at the end, what the team managers, or my way of thinking, my philosophy, Monlau philosophy, is that when the pit lane is open, when there's green flag, we fight, we do our best, we compete, and we are hard competitors, we know that. But when the race is finished, when the day is over, we try to think on making the championship better and to make all the picture better, a better paddock, better lineups, better teams, and we cooperate with everybody just to make a better scenarios to succeed, and at the end to, as I said, to promote drivers, engineers and mechanics.
It's such a pleasure to be here. It's a nice experience to be part of this new era of TCR Europe. It has been an incredible year, and we really enjoyed the experience with the new management of the championship.
We've been here, Barcelona, last round of the 2025 season. This is actually, for you as a team, let's say the home race. How does it feel to be here in the last round, to have had the opportunity to arrive to the last round of the season?
The season has been really positive in general, but for sure that race at home is always special, with more VIPs and invited people on track. So the ambient that we face here is completely different to other races where it's a little bit more professional. It's really good to reach the last race still with options to be in the position that we was wondering to fight for this year. So really nice feelings, good weekend, we really enjoyed. So it has been a pleasure to be here for sure that all the season, but especially in Barcelona.
One could argue the most important session here in Barcelona is qualification, not least of which is because 10 points are in play for our championship contenders. Let's see who finished where in the first time session of the weekend.
Are you ready?
For sure. Vamos! Yeah.
Yes.
Ready without effort, but ready.
Roto!
I'm gonna drive the socks off this thing. Bring that title fight right to the race end.
Are you ready?
Yes?
Yeah. Yes?
Yep, ready.
If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast. Can't live without me, you wanna, but you can't, nah. Think it's funny, but honey, can't run the show on your own.
I mean, I'm feeling good. I said after Austria, after the bad luck we had, to Martin that I will come here and just drive 150%. If I'm not P1, then I'm last. So yeah, we have achieved one thing now. That's pole position. Now we have to realize it in race 1 to get the win, and maybe fight for a podium tomorrow because the pace is there.
Championship leaders Marco Butti and Eric Genet are 16th and 6th respectively. Can they keep their championship hope alive? Race 1 right around the corner. Race 1 at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya would get off to the most dramatic of starts. From third on the grid, Jacopo Jimenez stalls, Victor Fernandez and Raphael Fournier contact the young Italian driver. The luckless Steve and Sam Laidlaw, also involved, would mark the end of their competitive debut. Further down the field, Marco Butti would be in strife. Coming into the weekend as joint championship leader, damage on the Motorsports Honda Civic would put pay to his competitive prospects. However, with the track now strewn with damaged cars on the start-finish straight, the sensible decision to wave the red flag would give Motorsport opportunity to repair the Honda Civic. Great work from the team would see Marco Butti take the restart at the back of the pack, while Ruben Volt leads the line as racing action once again is underway. Further through the field, there goes Marco Butti on Nicholas Taylor. A decisive pass for the Italian driver as he continues his charge through the field in what has been a disappointing weekend so far. At the head of the pack, Eric Genet and Felipe Fernandez on home soil would produce an outstanding battle. Here we can see Fernandez nibbling on the rear bumper of the Monlau Motorsports Cupra. The outside line would not be the optimal position for Fernandez on this occasion. Some great defensive work from Eric Genet, unfortunately, would lead to absolutely nothing. A little bit of contact, a big consequence. The young Spaniard doing well to hold onto the car, but having to take a trip through the Barcelona gravel, and with it, his championship charge dented significantly. Further through though, Fernandez now embroiled in battle with the Clairet brothers Jimmy and Teddy, as up front, Jenson Brickley sees an opportunity to steal a much needed haul of points in his own championship challenge. Fernandez, still putting up a robust fight, almost makes contact with the rear of the Audi Sport, avoids it on this occasion, but it was a spirited drive from a great qualification session for Felipe Fernandez on home soil. Max Hart came into the weekend as a mathematical, at least, championship contender. However, the target competition drivers' weekend unfolded badly over the course of the 2 days in Spain. You can see here, defending from Victor Anderson, the young Swedish driver, trying to find a way past the Hyundai Elantra and TCR, but on this occasion at least failing to find room. Room though, Marco Butti finds very nicely to the inside of Eric Genet. It may not be for the big positions, but the battle was no less intense down the pack as Filippo Barberi, at the death, leaves Zykoa Racing Audi in the gravel, bringing out the safety car and leaving Ruben Volt the glory of the checkered flag and victory once again in TCR Europe, his 6th in TCR Europe, his 6th for the ALM Motorsport Honda Civic team, and no more a commanding victory as the young Estonian driver achieved. A fantastic performance then for car number 27, a very strong second position for Jenson Brickley, and for the English driver, going a long, long way to improving his own title chances. Ruben Volt's title hopes are all over now. However, a strong performance to end 2025 is exactly what the doctor ordered. The second victory of the season for the Estonian driver. Celebrations all round at a delighted ALM Motorsports crew, and with it the first place trophy in what was, quite frankly, a commanding performance from the young teenage sensation. Race 1 over and done. One round still to go.
I thought it was going to be harder, but yeah, it was quite boring out there. I mean, after lap 2, I was just trying to bring the car home in one piece, not take any risk, and just focus on tomorrow, basically.
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, we had a bit of a poor start and lost one position but gained another, so yeah, it was okay at the beginning, and then yeah, obviously the fight in front of me, I just sat back and watched and waited for it all to unfold in front of me, and then yeah, from there it was about managing and trying to keep Jimmy behind.
So first of all, I'm happy to finish third today because I was thinking really that I don't have the pace to follow the leader. It was the case when we speak about Volt or the other guys, but I'm happy I can follow Brickley all the race because I think he was in trouble with the rear of his car in a low corner, so I can follow him in this kind of corner, but in the two last fast corner he was too fast and I never can catch him during this race. But okay, the championship is now completely remaining, and we have a good chance for Teddy or me to fight for the title tomorrow. So.
Ahead of the biggest day of their professional careers, we spoke to the 5 championship contenders before race 1 to take their thoughts on what could be a crucial day of racing.
Yeah, for sure for myself can be a mission complete. Also for my team, they are working for that since the first race of the season. Yeah, we are in a tough situation now, but we want to still on the fight, still on the battle, and yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it means a lot for me because this is the only way to go to the World Tour, and I really want to go in the World Tour before the end of my career. So let's try to do it.
It will mean a lot. Being the youngest driver in the grid and winning in the first year in the TCR Europe would mean a lot for me.
If I become the European champion, it will be really nice for me. Of course, I will be really happy because the grid is definitely strong, especially this year with driver fighting for victories every time, and it has been really tight all season. So it will be a great achievement for me if I can get it. For me, for my team, and for my family.
Yeah, it would be amazing to win the TCR Europe Championship on our first attempt, and hopefully we have 2 good races and we can make it happen.
We started with 12, then there were 10, and now there are just 5 drivers in contention for the 2025 title. Who will it be? Let's find out at the conclusion of race number 2. Pole position plus strong start equals race lead for Jenson Park at the head of the pack at the start of the Barcelona-Catalunya race 2 in TCR Europe. Teddy Clairet keeping a watching brief as brother Jimmy looks to the inside. The defence almost becomes the overtake as around the outside goes the Monlau Motorsports Cupra of Eric Genet. Unfortunately, racing room would be at a premium. Genet having to take to the escape road and rejoining the track just behind Teddy Clairet in 3rd position. Several cars would be jostling for positions throughout the field, not least of which would be Giacomo Gamandi, seen here to the inside of a 3-way battle, Gabriele Corvini and Nicholas Taylor being the victims on this occasion. A great pass from the Italian driver as just a little bit further up the field, Nico Baldan has the inside line defending from Felipe Fernandez. Job done on this occasion as Fernandez has his own adventures as Victor Anderson goes side by side. Giacomo Gamandi enjoyed that one, decides he fancies a go as well. Victor under big pressure from the Italian driver, lots of adventures throughout the field en route to a wonderful Diamond Trophy victory. Gamandi now again side by side with Victor Anderson, the Swedish driver though holding the high line to the inside on this occasion as Felipe Fernandez looks to the outside line of Rene Kirscher and gets the job done. A great pass there from the Spanish driver showing just how it can be done here at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya as Fernandez then makes the position gain, tries to make hay while the sun does shine. Nico Baldan and Marco Butti go side by side. Butti on this occasion using the switchback to very good effect indeed. Gets it done on corner exit phase while Nico Baldan finds Max Hart wants to buy into the fight. Max Hart does buy into the fight and takes the position away from the experienced Italian driver. Jenson Brickley going through your shot there as a little bit further back. Park and Fernandez have their own adventures. Wonderful livery there on the Solide Indigo racing car, not able to help him hold back Felipe Fernandez. Shades of Mansell and Senna on the way down into T1. Almost contact between the two. Fernandez though gets the job done as Rene Kirscher has his own little adventures to the inside of Park, takes the position away. Another very very strong drive from Kirscher in his second TCR Europe weekend. Ruben Volt and Clairet are side by side on this occasion. Ruben Volt is passed on this occasion. The Estonian driver on a charge, courtesy of the reverse grid, starting a little bit further back than perhaps the pace of the car is accustomed. Eric Genet put up little fight, allowing Volt through into what would be at the time third position. Genet would find this crucial for his own charge as he helps teammate Jenson Brickley in their bid to take the TCR Europe 2025 Drivers' Championship. Marco Butti, no such hope of a championship despite coming into the weekend with the joint lead. Seen here a little bit further back, having a recovery drive of his own. Butti, a weekend to forget for the young Italian driver, but character building nevertheless, as Eric Genet and Felipe Fernandez round number 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 between these two it seems over the course of the Barcelona weekend. They're squabbling hard. Genet on the defensive. Fernandez, last of the late breakers, looks to the inside. This could prove crucial for the championship if both cars collide. They do indeed collide. Fernandez, though, does well to gather it together and keep the car on the racetrack. Genet, crucially, stays behind teammate Jenson Brickley. As we're coming in to the dying embers of the race, Brickley allowed past in some great inter-team play between the Monlau Motorsports team. That would be just enough to allow the British driver to score the points he needs to take the 2025 driver's title. No such concerns for Jun Sung Park, though. At the head of the pack, it has been a faultless drive from the Korean driver as he heads to the line and takes his first race victory in TCR Europe at the very final round in what has been a mightily impressive campaign for both team and drivers at Solite Indigo Racing. Big celebrations then from our newest race winner in the championship, but the biggest celebrations of all would have to be reserved for a man who is crowned champion. Britain's Jenson Brickley takes it on his first time of asking. It's been a strong season, there's been ups, there's been downs, but one thing's for sure, at the end of the campaign, the closest championship in TCR Europe history, one man etched his name into the history books. That man would be Monlau Motorsports' Jenson Brickley, our new champion.
Finally, I got a win. It is an honor to me that winning on decision last race. I just on this race I just keep push the car and then keep focusing on the car and tires. Actually, on the last lap, my car doesn't have enough fuel, so it was very close. But finally, I got a win.
Oh, it feels amazing. I mean, yeah, I said earlier, it wasn't a perfect year. We had lots of ups and downs, and yeah, to come out on top is so good. After obviously a debut year and with a new team, everything just worked perfectly. I mean, if we didn't have the bad luck that we had in the middle, then we could have been in a little better position for the second race. But yeah, in the end, we came out on top, so couldn't have asked for anything more.
How do you feel, and which resume can you make a balance about this year?
I'm very, very proud of what we did this year, honestly. With my staff, we work a lot. We start too late this season, and we have to fix a lot of things from the past, but we are very happy for what we did this year, honestly. Also the teams that we have in the grid, drivers, so I'm very happy. 2026,
what can you say about that?
As you know, we launched the calendar last week, and everybody's happy about the calendar because we are going to an amazing tracks, Formula One tracks, and people are so happy with the calendar. I know that the main sponsors will follow for the next year, and we are thinking to add another ones. And also I want to say that the brands of that kind of cars like Cupra, Honda, Hyundai, Lynk & Co and Honda are following a lot, and they support us for the 2026. And also we are planning to cut the grid in 28 cars, because I think it's enough to have a very good series. Let's say that 28 cars with the level of this kind of drivers, for me it's amazing, and I don't want to add more than 28. Teams that support us this year, we will follow for the 2026. So I'm so happy, and we have requests for other teams to join our series in 2026. So this is amazing for me, because it means that we are doing well, and also the interest of the drivers to join TCR Europe for the 2026, it's quite high right now, and let's see what happens in 2026. But I have a very good feelings for 2026.
Well, can you believe it? There we go. 2025 is over and done. We've got a brand new champion in Jenson Brickley. And all that's left for me to say is a sincere and heartfelt thank you to you all for your support over 2025. It means more than you can imagine being part of TCR Europe, and to bring you on that journey with us has been an absolute pleasure. From myself, Paul Jeffrey, from the whole team behind the scenes, thank you very much, and we'll see you all again in 2026. Bye-bye.